What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome to the start of Season 5 on my F1 2016 career mode. So, if you are new to my channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button, especially if you're hyped for this final season on F1 2016. We had a troublesome Season 4 and we're just hoping for kind of a fresh start with the Sauber team to aim for the title. I think when I was mentioning that last season I might have been overestimating, but yeah, we can't actually make our upgrade yet, which is absolutely stupid. I'm pretty sure that's a flaw with this career mode. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you start a new season and you've seized R&D, you can't make the upgrades until you're at the first weekend. So all the upgrades will be coming for Bahrain, and hopefully we can get into the midfield with the 3,500 odd points. Definitely need to upgrade the engine and fuel efficiency for sure. So looking forward to that. This is a bit of a damage limitation job. Hopefully it's not a bad race, because it's probably going to be similar to the end of last season. But it was wet in qualifying for Q1. That's a terrible corner cut. But we're currently P21 ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, champion from Season 4. And I think he corner cut on his lap or something. So our main aim was just to get ahead of our teammate Marcus Ericsson, who is now called Sir Marcus Ericsson after his P6 in Abu Dhabi last season. And that put us up to P20. We did get demoted to P21 after Ricciardo put in a representative lap. So, yeah, we beat Ericsson. We're still quite far off the rest of the field, unfortunately. So, hopefully we can get involved in some battles and start Season 5 with a positive. Especially with this awesome weather right here. So yeah, dry unfortunately, so this could be very tricky, I've got to say. We all know what it was like at the end of last season with the Sauber team. We had a couple of decent results, mainly in the rain, but yeah, we needed a glitch in Brazil to help us, and like an alternate strategy at Silverstone to get decent points. So let's see what we can do here. It's a new season, new start, but we have exactly the same car from last season, unfortunately. Nico Rosberg takes pole, but let's pass it over to Crofty to see the rest of the grid.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Nico Rosberg will start his silver arrow from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen and Alonso, Kvyat, Button, Perez and Carlos Sainz, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Jolyon Palmer and Grosjean, Wehrlein, Haryanto, Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Gutierrez, Bottas and Massa, a Sauber and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So we're building up for the first race of Season 5 in my F1 2016 career mode. 5 lights and away we go. Can we get a good start? Compared to Massa on our right, it's pretty even. Marcus Ericsson, I see, has got an absolutely horrific start. We switch to the inside, try and make up any early positions, up the inside of a few cars. There's been a car off in the gravel. I saw Perez and a Ferrari there, and now we're side by side with Championship winner from Season 2 and 4, Daniel Ricciardo. Can we get past the Red Bull, who had a horrible qualifying session? Up the inside of Haryanto as well. Verla's pretty slow. Can we slip it up the inside of him as well? Yes, we can. We force him out wide and get up to P12. And I need to also point out, this is a 100% race. I didn't realise it. I started the practice sessions and I was thinking, that's a lot of laps I've got to do for the practice sessions, for the, I forgot what they're called, tyre tests. So yeah, unfortunately this is going to be a very long race, 100%. But we're getting put under pressure here by Haryanto. He goes to the move, he doesn't take a great line into turn 1. So we're able to come back at him. I think he'll have DRS. Well, we're on lap 3 now and he doesn't have DRS and we don't either. So I don't know what's going on there. Up the inside, I suppose it hasn't been enabled yet. Of course, I should know the DRS rules by now. We come back at him and we really are coursing the train here. We have no pace compared to the top 11, and Palmer on softs is just pulling away like there's no tomorrow. I mean, we've just started lap 4 and we're already splitting the field here, and we're just struggling with the car. Oh, I can't wait for these upgrades, I've got to say. So Haryanto going for it once again. He's got the inside line this time. Can we hang around the outside to get the inside line for turn 4? Yes, we can, and actually get a wheel issue at this point. I really do apologise for that, guys. I didn't mean to take Haryanto out. At that exact point, my wheel started to like change sensitivity. I've started to have that problem, and yeah, I need to resolve that. At this point it changes and my wheel just goes straight, and it looks like I turn right to nearly flip Haryanto over. He goes on to two tyres there, so I do apologise, Haryanto. That was not meant. I probably do deserve a penalty for that. That's like Vettel against Hamilton, really, isn't it? And what Vettel would have wanted to do. But we carry on. Haryanto's been absolutely screwed there, and now it's going to be Verline to try and get retribution by overtaking me in the second manner. So can he go for the move? We really are causing a huge train. He goes straight up the inside, and can we hang around the outside again? Slight contact pushes us wide, but we're going to try and fight back. We've got Ricciardo putting us under pressure as well. Verline goes onto the grass there, takes an awful line through there, but he's still got the inside, so we should be later on the brakes. He pushes us out and takes a position. That's good racing there from Verline, but we're actually going to get DRS in that situation, so we might be able to fight back here. We do usually have pretty good straight line speed, and there we go. We're actually going to get past Verline very easily, and into turn 1 regain our P12, so hopefully we can keep him behind us. He will get a very OP slipstream, but we'll get DRS and he won't, so actually he's not really putting us under pressure here. So once again defending P12, and yeah, for the rest of this race on you, I've just got to defend and try and get as high as possible. We need something like a safety car or rain or something to get anywhere near the points. Otherwise, in a fully dry race, we've got absolutely no chance. Daniel Ricciardo, champion from last season, as I mentioned before, putting us under pressure. He's on the softer compounded tyres, but he has a much better car, and he's able to do things like this. I mean, I couldn't even force him out wide. He just went straight around the outside of me. Good move there, no contact, and yeah, adios, Ricciardo, I guess. Yeah, go and fight for the points. So yeah, it's only lap 8. This race, this opening like 10 or so laps felt so long because the car felt absolutely awful. Australia, I don't think I've done well at this track at all in this career mode, but in this car, it's probably about the same level as the Renault at the end, like at the start of season 2. That's how bad it is. Verline's got past us now. Are we going to try and fight back up the inside? We decide not to. We make a bit of contact, push him out wide. Luckily, no damage to the front wing, but we're going side by side again. We're not going to have contact, are we? Verline tries to force us out wide, but he doesn't push Arianto over the speed bumps and make him nearly flip over. But we defend the position once again, and now Verline seriously putting us under pressure. And I think there's a Williams in my mirror as well I'm looking at. Can we get through here unscathed side by side? Verline looks like he might be going for the move, and he's made contact with our side pod there. And that was never going to work from Pascal. We'll see the onboard. I'm pretty sure he just goes into the side of me. He is quite far back here. And yeah, he just drives into the side of me, spins out. I've got to say that's pretty poor driving from Pascal. We'll see another angle here. Probably not the best angle, but you can see he just seems to go straight into me. Forces me out wide, but it's really not worked out well for him. So on to lap 10 now. Under more pressure, of course. You can see how far ahead Ricciardo is already, and Palmer in P11. So now we've got a force injury, and a Williams going for us. Perez, oh, he spat us round, and we're going into the gravel. Some would say that's redemption. Some would say that's karma. I would say that was not very nice, Perez. What are you doing there? He gets such momentum here. He makes contact with the Williams and he just turns in on me. I mean, that's usually what my role in the race is, to turn in on the AI. He gets such a great run here. He goes straight down the middle, barges the Williams out the way and just turns in on me. I mean, he could have taken 2 cars out. This is on board with the Haas here, and you can just see what happens. I've got to say, that is awful, and that's worked out so badly for us. So we're going to have to try and recover now. We're down to P20. We get a warning for that. I can't believe that. And I haven't experienced grass on the tyres that often, so this was a pretty new experience. And yeah, no grip at all. Grosjean's passed as well. So yeah, Haryanto in 22nd, me in 21st. Yeah, the irony of the whole situation. It's just worked out so badly for us. And yeah, at this point I knew we're not going to get much from this. We really need a safety car. Just praying for safety car. Kevin Magnussen is out the race. Praying all the way. Can we get a safety car? What has actually happened to the Renault driver here? We'll see. He's side by side with the McLaren and his engine goes, but he also loses his suspension. I don't think I've ever seen that before in this game. So he gets an engine failure and then his suspension breaks a couple of seconds later. That's absolutely incredible. Wow. Definitely out of this race. And come on, where's that safety car? We get all the way around to the final sector. In real life, this would definitely be at least a virtual safety car, because the car, it's like straight on from the corner. So Daniel Ricciardo's incident from real life in qualifying, he could just go straight into Magnussen. But Raikkonen, who was off at turn 1, was in last place, has made his first pit stop pretty early, but he still ended up ahead of us. That shows how much time we lost in that contact with Perez. We must have lost around 20 seconds, so yeah, we carry on. Raikkonen gets away. Haryanto closed up to the back of us. I was really struggling on these tyres, so I had to come in. There's no point of showing the pit stop. It's just a standard pit stop. Onto the super softs once again, and I noticed the leaders are getting very close to me. They've actually made their pit stop as well. So the leader, I think, was Sebastian Vettel. He's not far behind me, and I thought, if I get lapped, there's actually no point of carrying on, because if a safety car comes out, you don't unlap yourself like Valtteri Bottas did at Baku in real life. That's just not in the game for whatever reason. I suppose it'll be difficult to program. So, yeah, I thought, I'm going to retire if I get lapped. I was just hoping, safety car, please come out. I was going to try and ignore the blue flags as long as possible. And, yeah, that kind of gets on Sebastian Vettel's wick, as you're going to hear in a second. Classic Vettel team radio. Here we go.
Blue flag, I mean, it can't be true, can it? It's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. Honestly, lost a second for nothing. For sake. Pity's sake, make him go. I mean, what do you want to know? Suzuka is a weak track. It's difficult to pass. You lose behind another car. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I try my best to just keep ahead of Vettel, but we've been lapped, and I thought, I can't do this. I'm not doing another 37 laps of this. The rest of the season will be 50%. If this was a 50% race, then I would have carried on to lap 29. I mean, it's only 8 laps. It's because, would you really want to see me all on my own for 37 laps? There would be absolutely no highlights. I thought, what's the point? So I thought, simulate the session. I didn't see a retire option there, but Nico Rosberg takes a Mercedes 1-2. Very reminiscent of like 2014, 2015 and 2016. We didn't want a Mercedes domination, but yeah, there's the result. I saw Ricciardo recover to the top 10. We actually simulated, so we continued and only ended up 16 seconds behind Ericsson. But yeah, definitely a race to forget here. I do apologise to this, guys. I didn't mean to set it to 100%, and I just felt like there was no point of continuing the race. But Bahrain, we're going to have upgrades, and I'm going to show the upgrades that I made after this race. And we're going to just spend the whole lot. And we might as well. And I just couldn't wait for Bahrain. We're going to have a much better car. I thought we'd be able to make more upgrades than this. But I feel like it's enough to start challenging the cars ahead. Like the Hasses and Williams, I feel we could beat them. Like our car isn't as good as theirs. You will see here with the 5 upgrades we make. We get close to Haas. We're obviously going to need a couple more. But Toros and Mercedes must be like so upgraded. So yeah, looking forward to Bahrain. If you guys are as well, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a bit of a disappointment, but we're looking forward. And I hope to catch you in Bahrain. Goodbye.